So Harach, we've got lots of new stuff in the recording market, and specifically the portable recording market, which is on fire these days. Everybody's got something, but Yamaha has a couple of new entries that that you should tell us about.
Well, these are, well, hello first of all. Thank you. These are the second generation of our pocket tracks. Here's what the differences between what's out there. I mean, as you mentioned, there's so many out there. So what sets this apart from everything else? There are two versions of this. There's a C24 and there's a W24. Both of them are capable of recording at up to 24-bit 96 kilohertz. So right there, that's a huge specs. And it can go all the way down to MP3 formats. They both feature an internal metronome and a chromatic tuner. They both have an internal 2 gig hard drive. You can expand that via micro SD card, up to 16 gigs of those cards.
Here at the Yamaha booth with Alan Gore, and he's going to take us through the Tenori-on and then the new Tenori-on. How you doing, Alan?
I'm good. So what I want to show you here, the Tenori-on is a visual music interface. What it allows me to do is paint my music like a canvas. So it's great for live performance. I'm holding this up. You can see everything that I'm doing as I press the buttons. It's great visuals. It's unique. There's nothing else quite like it. So I'm going to come here and you'll see a step sequencer just moving right along. I could go ahead and just press these buttons and start bringing in a drum beat right away. It's very unique that I could just pop that in. Then I pick a second layer and say, well, maybe I want a bass line. Say, that's great, so I'm building up on that. I'm gonna put some keyboard sounds in there too. And then I could do some really unique things. For example, this pulsating dot, I could just press this button here and now we're playing Pong. It's moving back and forth. Anywhere where I draw the notes, it's gonna follow what I'm doing. And I could spin that around, a great visual effect. It's great for just doing this live performance thing. I could come up here, trigger beats, do a lot of great fun stuff. I might wanna bring in my own samples because you wanna customize it, make it your own.
Yamaha has a lot of acoustics out, and to take us through them, we have Dennis Webster. Hey, Dennis.
Hello, how are you today?
Good, thanks.
Wonderful, wonderful. Appreciate you coming down. Yeah, Yamaha, as you know, is the #1 acoustic guitar company in the United States, which 3 years ago was not the case. So we've got a lot of new and exciting products the past few years, and we're happy to expand on that this year with the new FSX series of acoustic-electric guitars. There's two new models in the FSX series, the FSX 720 SC and the FSX 730 SC. Both models are small body cutaway electrics, but the cool feature about these for our small bodies, as though it's a smaller body as far as the face of the guitar, the depth is the standard Yamaha Dread size depth. 720 has mahogany back and sides with the piezo pickup. The 730 series has rosewood back and sides with the proprietary Yamaha ART pickup system. And also new for the 2010 Winter NAMM this year, now we talked about acoustics, now we're looking at our high-end Super BB bass line. We've redesigned the historic iconic BB bass into a new modern rock, pretty much all genre covering bass, but it's more focused towards the rock market. We've had input for this bass from all the artists, from Nathan East to Billy Sheehan, Lee Sklar, you name it. I mean, all the bass players out there, Tony Canal from No Doubt, Michael Anthony Chickenfoot, all those guys are out playing this new BB bass already. That's how good it is.
I'm here at the Yamaha booth with Blake Angelos, and he's going to take us through the new CP1 stage piano. How you doing today, Blake?
Not too bad. How are you doing?
Good, thanks.
I'm kind of surviving the last day here. So this is the Yamaha CP1 stage piano. It's a spare no expense, top of the line stage piano that features acoustic pianos, vintage electronic pianos, the CP80 electric grand, and the DX7 and FM synthesis. And I'll play a couple of examples right here. So the first one here is a 9-foot a 9-foot CF grand, CF3S 9-foot concert grand, the same one that's over there. And I have the ability to adjust things like hammer hardness on the fly and the key off via the spectral component modeling system, which is what this instrument's based on. It also features the S6, which is a 7-foot 4-inch handmade grand that we have stationed over there. The CP80, which is the electric grand that was very famous in the 70s and the 80s. and a selection of Rhodes sounds that I can also adjust things like the strike position of where the tine is, so I can bring it to the top or the rear so I can get a more attack. Very nice looking unit, but amazing feel. You know, I've been gigging with it for the last month and a half, and I just love it. It's just really amazing. So that's the CP1 in a nutshell right there.